Good morning, everyone, especially to our panelists, Professor Eileen Talidano and Professor Lovely May Prieto. We are the group Z3086 and we are here to present our research in final defense. The title of our research is Strengthening Character Education in Elementary, A Teacher's Journey. I am Kimberly B. Tawon.
And I am Yuniski Wairama.
And I am Cherish Gairin.
So we will proceed to the introduction. The people around the children have a significant role in teaching values. Developing children's character is an anchor to be the better version of themselves. However, students have less character education may affect their attitude, behavior, socialization, and academic performance. As we observed and read articles from the past years until now, character education have less priority. In Semarang Central of Java province of Indonesia, the process of implementing the 2013 curriculum in schools, particularly in elementary schools, is not always flawless because of several obstacles, including teachers' lack of curriculum knowledge, insufficient learning tools, teachers' difficulties in locating learning activities that meet curriculum requirements, and teachers have difficulty developing learning activities that are in accordance with the basic competence. Because the 2013 curriculum is integrated to the implementation of character education within the school, these obstacles identified among teachers have an impact on the implementation of character education in the school, stated by Mutaking, Raharja, and Mastori 2018. In the Philippines, Department of Education K-12 Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao program teach the students to give freedom within themselves, doing actions and decisions based on ethical and morally upright. A result from a study conducted in selected private school and public school in Manila, it was challenging in public school to teach values education to the students because of insufficient textbooks and lack of seminars and trainings of teachers in values education. In teaching values education in public school focuses on value on the self, countries, others, and God. On the other hand, in private school, the challenges in teaching character education and values form are the family, media, and government. Values education is not evident on the part of the students. And teaching values education in private school focuses on Christian and spiritual life stated by Bungay and Panaliga 1994. Furthermore, there are more effective ways to teach character education in school, not just reading books and putting up banners and posters with appealing phrases. Students' actions won't throw these experimental methods forever alter. Schools must act that one should pay greater attention than on the cognitive side of character, as stated by Licona 1991. He continues by saying that in order to develop moral character, pupils must be dedicated to engaging in moral activity and upholding moral principles. But for character education to be successful and last, we must also cultivate good character within ourselves. Ferrara 2019. However, we did not found any studies that contribute into social aspects that the teachers teach the students the character education as part of their routine and become part of their daily lives. So we are interested in how the teachers use their strategies in teaching and applying character education across disciplines and what are their insights on the importance of education among elementary students. So we are confident that this phenomenological study would add to the usefulness and significance of strengthening the character education in elementary. So the result of this study would be beneficial to the following: for the teachers, the students, the departments of education, and for the future researchers. This phenomenological study is supported by Kohlberg's moral development theory, 2008 determined there were three levels of moral development and six stages in development of moral orientation. Damo 1988 also presented a new concept of morality and moral education of children when he asserted that a child's morality and moral education are developed through their social experiences with their parents and their peers. In addition, the theory of social learning by Albert Bandura stated that outside of the home, school is a social environment that many children spend time in, and during 1897 asserted that schools are a catalyst of social change because it is at school that children learn democratic living. Linking character education into all subjects necessitates a synergistic collaborative effort amongst subjects in educating the learner's character. As a result of this thought, all subjects must be designed with heavily loaded reinforcement of student character, stated by Amini, Shamsuyunor-Nita, and Hasnidor 2017. Consequently, Amini et al. 2017 mentioned that following subject integrated character education. In physical education in sports, character education, according to Licona, is a powerful medium of motivating democratic living, since it considered as a reflection of human character, developed in every person in the aspects of collective living. The great implementation of character education for the students will have an effect on the expected of national character education stated by Soherman 2018. In social science subjects should be also take on character education missions. Individual plans of study or IPS serves a noble purpose and provides a solid foundation for intellectual, emotional, and social development. Cultural and social development of learners capable of developing responsible behavior individuals and citizens' ways of thinking. Social development of learners capable acting and behaving as individual of the entire world. According to the National Council for Social Studies, individual plans of study or IPS learning will be optimal if the teacher follows the five learning principles. First, the meaningful, integrative, challenging, active, and value-based. So students are expected to know interrelated concepts in the social science by studying social studies in schools. Essentially, social science is concerned with human life, including all of its behavior and needs, stated by Has 2019. In mathematics subjects are also on missions for character education. In mathematics, there is a values of consistency in logical thinking and understanding of axioms, then seeks a solution through the recognition of possibilities, all probabilities, eliminate certain possibilities, and finally find a possibility that will lead to the correct answer. Mathematics can be used and instill an honest attitude. Moreover, in mathematics, how the students solve problems and perceive whether they are intelligent, confident, interested, and flexible in their approach to problem solving refers to mathematical disposition, stated by Yani and Ningsi 2019. So the research question. So this study seeks to answer the following questions. First, what are the strategies of elementary teachers in strengthening the character education among elementary students? Second, how they apply character education across disciplines in elementary. Third, what are their views on the importance of strengthening character education among elementary students? So in methodology, the participants in this study these participants in this study were purposely selected by the researchers. They will serve as the primary source of data rather than secondary resources. They will be the teachers handling grade 6 from Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School and Magugpo Pilot Emalda Elementary School teachers with 5 years of service who handled a values subject and attended a seminar about values education. The researchers will interview the teachers. There are 14 participants in total, 7 for in-depth interview, and 7 for focus group discussion or FGD to gather diverse experiences. A result of a study using a qualitative interviews have the potential to give minorities and groups in society a voice that they may not have heard otherwise, according to Reeves et al. 2015. The questionnaires that will be used are constructed solely by the researchers. The researchers will employ in-depth interview and focus group discussion and collecting data using multilingual language, interviewing the participants, meaning the participants answer in English, Filipino, Bisaya, or a mix of any of their three languages.
So in the design and procedure, qualitative research is a methodological tradition of inquiry that explores a social or human topic. In addition, the study will be conducted at Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School and Magugpo Pilot Emelda Elementary School in Tagum City. The research protocol is an overview of the design, method, and procedure used by the researchers. The researchers employ a qualitative phenomenological design in their research wherein it describes the true life experience of teachers who teach character education across disciplines towards elementary students. The researchers created a rich, holistic picture by analyzing words, reporting specific perspectives from informants, and conducting the study in a natural context according to Creswell 1994. This study uses phenomenology, which seeks to describe the essence of a phenomenon by investigating it from the perspective of those who have experienced it. So results and discussion in research question number one, which what are the strategies of elementary teachers in strengthening the character education among elementary students? So here are the essential themes and core ideas on the strategies of elementary teachers in strengthening the character education among elementary students. First, the essential themes of the table 1 is the integration. The core ideas: do activities to reinforce character traits according to IDI 3, question 1.1. Always do an integration in your group activities to your discussion. IDI 1, question 1.1. Instill motivation with my pupils and discuss respect with people whom they interact. IDI 7, question 1.1. Another, always integrate good values and start your class with a prayer. IDI 1, question 1.1. Last, core ideas is experience teaches us various lessons which we can apply in different facets of our lives. That's according to IDI 4, question 1.2. Second essential themes is role modeling. The core ideas are: first, you should not be a stubborn person, for they will copy what they say from you. IDI 2, question 1.1. Next is whatever you say, you need to do it. IDI 2, question 1.2. Last is being a positive role model to the learners in words and actions. IDI 3, question 1.3. So third essential themes is collaborative learning. Here are the core ideas. First, plan activities that require students to work together and learn from one another. IDI 4, question 1.1. Let them do some group activities in which they could be able to showcase their unity and fosters their skills. According to IDI 5, question 1.1. Another core ideas is create a better community to feel the essence of unity. IDI 5, question 1.2. I'm not the one to discover the lesson. I let them I let them discover the lesson. IDI 1, question 1.3. Next, help the students foster their character and skills. IDI 5, question 1.3. Last is the easiest and effective strategy is through role play games. FGD 9, question 1.1. So the fourth essential themes is the setting standards. Here are the core ideas. First, the effective in managing the class since they will learn to follow the rules. According to IDI 7, question 1.3. Next, always keep on reminding IDI 1, question 1.3. Last is can manage them well in their activities because of the rules assigned beforehand. According to IDI 7, question 1.2. So here are the supporting author of the said essential themes and core ideas in Table 1. First, in integration, according to Hiliana and Hakim, 2018, supported that incorporating character education into all subjects is the next method for implementing character education. All subjects are thought to contribute to the development of the student's noble character. In order to achieve the integration in issue, all topics content must include values and learning activities must be created such that values may be applied to all situations for all disciplines, activities, both inside and outside the classroom. Additionally, so Herman 2018 concluded that character education for elementary students does not only come in the form of characters that are programmed in the lesson plans, yet the teachers must begin it with good examples done both in the classroom and in everyday lives. Next is the role modeling. According to Astuti 2020, stated that all of the examples will be attached to the learners themselves in the form of words, actions, materials, sensory, and spiritually. The process of learning should aim to give pupils a variety of experiences that will influence their behavior. As a result, the teacher needs to be an example of appropriate behavior, speech, and community engagement. By that, the kids will then be motivated by it, according to Lian, Krishawan, Primasari, and Prasityo 2020. Subsequently, teachers have a duty to instill in their students a sense of morality and cultural variety in the social realm. This can be demonstrated using the prevalence of societal norms and illegal activities, either directly through hit teaching of character lessons or indirectly through practicing imitation, according to Dewey and Alam 2020. So in collaborative learning, the activity of presenting their learning outcomes can teach students to be solid and work together in group learning activities. It also seeks to educate pupils to maintain their composure at all times and be able to collaborate with their friends, according to Rosala and Budiman 2020. Subsequently, according to Husni 2020, supported that to achieve the objectives of institutional education, all school personnel must collaborate to ensure the success of school programs, one of which is character education for students. Next is the setting standards in an effort to control and socialize the learning of rules and processes, impose rules to ensure that pupils behave properly while learning, according to Islami, Kumiria, Kurniani, Yusfiana, and Marwa 2022. So the results and discussions of research question number 2, how do they apply character education across disciplines?
So, as shown in the table 2, three significant themes emerged from the data collected on elementary teachers' strategy in applying character education across disciplines, such as values integration, utilized springboards, and teachers' prerogative. Next. Based on the study's result in Table 2, there are different strategies that the elementary teachers used in applying character education across disciplines. So one of these is values integration. So the values should be emphasized in every lesson. In the learning model, in relation to lesson plan, values should be taught appropriately, as stated by Rossman 2010. All subjects are thought to shape the students to improve their knowledge and apply the most appropriate values they have learned as they incorporate values integration. So another strategy used by elementary teachers is using utilized springboards. So the process of teaching a lesson and creating activities for the students should have different springboards where students can learn and experience the topic in different ways with the integration of character education. According to Chusanani 2013, character education can be implemented in any subject through the syllabus and lesson implementation plan. Several activities that have been conducted in learning include sharing, discussion, brief lectures, questions and answers, training, role playing, simulation, and assignment. Moreover, the result also shows that teachers' prerogative has something to do in applying character education across disciplines. Teachers should be part of implementing and teaching character education as they integrate values into every subject. Arthur James 2011 stated that students expect their teachers to be involved in the development of characters and educational values and the implicit and explicit attention to any values in school. Next is the result and discussion of research question number 3. So, what are their views on the importance of strengthening character education among elementary students? So, Table 3 shows three significant themes emerged from the data collected on elementary teachers' views on the importance of strengthening character education among elementary students, such as strong foundation on character education is indispensable, Extracurricular activities should emphasize character education, and trainings and workshops maximize teaching character education. Next, based on the data in Table 3, one of the participants' responses is that strong foundation on character education is indispensable. The character education of primary pupils can only be strengthened by the firm foundation that elementary structures provide. Character education is a process of transforming a person's or a group of people's attitude, psychology, morality, and character to become a mature person. In essence, character education aims to produce individuals with strong, competitive, noble, moral, tolerant, cooperative, patriotic, and dynamic personalities. Character education aims to promote particular values, including those related to religion, honesty, independence, fairness, compassion, responsibility, and politeness, among others. To make it simpler for students to lead successful lives, it is important to help them comprehend, interpret, and apply these principles in daily life, as stated by Wandira and Muharama 2022. The participants also believed that extracurricular activities should emphasize character education in strengthening the character education of elementary students. The integration of character education has done well through extracurricular activities, habituation, and other activities carried out at school. The character development of students who are integrated in mathematics learning has also been carried out well by emphasizing on the development of religion, honest, discipline, brave, care, cooperative, responsible, curious, and creative characters, as stated by Sutarni S. and Sumarjoko B. 2021. Finally, trainings and workshops maximize teaching character education in strengthening character education among elementary students. Teachers, school administrators, school counselors, and pre-service teachers are among the professionals tasked with promoting students' learning and well-being, and they should exhibit social emotional competency. The collaborative for academic, social, and emotional learnings framework, self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relational skills, and responsible decision making is used in this study to determine what is known from academic research concerning educators' self-competence, as stated by Gimbert, Miller, Herman, Breedlove, and Molina 2021. So the concluding remarks and implications of the researchers. Based on the results of the study, the researchers can say that strengthening the character education in elementary is very crucial, for it is the basic foundation of education. These individuals provide enlightenment to the researchers with their strategies on how to strengthen character education among elementary students and how do they apply character education across disciplines. From the study's findings, the researchers were able to sense the difficulties of elementary teachers in strengthening the character education of elementary students, for there are different types of students inside the classroom. Nevertheless, they used various strategies and applied character education across discipline as a way to strengthen the student's character. In addition, the study emphasized that since elementary students spend a lot of their time at school, teachers must act as a parent and a role model to them. They should inculcate character education at all times by doing good behavior in order for the students to copy. School should also provide good environment to the students because it is also a factor in students' character. Furthermore, this study was conducted exclusively for elementary teachers. The relevance of the journey of public elementary school teachers in Tagum City Division, as well as the abstraction generated from the outcomes, are the philanthropy of the study. As a result, future study on strengthening the character education among elementary students as a teacher's journey has a window of opportunity. That's all. Thank you for listening.